Ali. Only fight number 4. And getting pretty good out there. Clap the boys off and get ready for fight number 5. No time to waste. Let's get started. I'm going to introduce the blue corner first, Mr. Harrison 2.
And here we have Harrison Tez fighting out of Aries MMA out of Brisbane. A young lad of 17 years looking to make his amateur debut tonight. Seen Aries boys turn up and fight before. Josh Horn being coached. No, Josh Horn puts on an absolute show when he steps in the cage. And also coaches Jamie Hiko. Right, and Jamie does, like the Aries boys, certainly live up to the name of gods. These guys come out knowing what to do, and they are here for war.
I'm very excited to see another young man come into this cage and showcase what he has on his skill set.
And what he's looking for, obviously the fight camp, bit of a long camp, lots of setbacks, lots of things going wrong with all the stuff around Queensland at this stage. But he's obviously looking here for a round 2 TKO or submission. White belt and BJJ, so favorite submission on top is Americana, which don't work ever unless you're a white belt. Or I'm the one on the bottom, and the gentleman's 20 kilos heavier. Oren, I'm looking at you here. Also, he's got a good triangle from the bottom as well. So, but he wants to stand striking. That's where he's most comfortable.
He's expecting a round 2 KO or...
And now, in the red corner, round of applause, Sam Zeller.
And here we have Sam Zeller fighting out of TMA, out of Brisbane as well. Got another fighter on the card tonight with Liam Forrest. He's being coached by Stuart Ashby as well, also making his debut. Both these gentlemen coming in just under 61 kilos and looking great condition. We'll call it out as a C-class fight also, which means no knees to the head and no strikes to the head on a grounded opponent. So,
I had a good chat with him before the fight. I asked about his camp when he said he had a really solid camp, his body's feeling great, and he was just ready to get in there for the action.
But really, Oren, anyone at 17 or 24 whose body doesn't feel great, wait till they get old.
That's very true. That is very true. Especially any young fighters out there or anything like that. You got any injuries or anything like that, look after them.
Yeah, both these gentlemen coming in with a BJJ white belt, so I'm expecting to see a little bit of grappling here, but more so want the comfort in striking.
Both on debut, both are ready to step in the cage and let it out.
I also like Sam's submission of choice from top, a head and arm choke. It's certainly always there if you're peppering him enough to make defense. So sometimes the cage can get in the way of the head and arm defense, but I'll throw it over to our MC to kick it off.
Let's do this. Fight number 5. We have a bantam weight bout for your pleasure. In the blue corner, fighting out of Aries MMA, weighing out in at 60.7 kilograms. Put your hands together, Harrison 2. Moving over to my left. In the red corner, training out of TMG MMA, weighing in at 61 kilograms. Show some love for Sam Zeller. Here we go, folks. Fight number 5. Let the leather fly.
And here we go with Thomas Churchill for fight number 5 of Grow Strong 6. Kicking off with Harrison Tez versus Sam Zeller. Little feeling out period at this stage. Both of them throwing identical kicks to the thigh.
Really good here. Harrison here looking quite relaxed, especially for a young man here at 17. That's something that's very good here. Oh, very nice knee there from Harrison.
I really like how Sam is keeping his base really, really low, and even though he's got a wide stance, he's being very explosive in his movements. And we've got Stuart. Stuart's very, very vocal in the corner as well. What I love about his fighters is that they listen very well and they're only tuned into his voice. It's something I've mentioned to him on other fight shows before.
We have Harrison here using his movement and his body movement very well to avoid a lot of this damage here. I very, very much like this approach, especially from a young fighter. Beautiful kick there. Two beautiful kicks there. Another one. He's really starting to open up here.
You can really see from Sam here, from Harrison, is he's actually starting to get a bit of a read on those kicks. He's throwing that front kick, and Sam's hand is coming down to meet it. When he got that front kick, that almost a push kick, he automatically went to a high kick because he knew that Sam's hands would be low. Beautiful knee up the breadbasket there as well by Harrison.
Oh, he's going for more knees to the body here.
He gets his knees up very, very quickly. Beautiful entry for a takedown.
Yes, very, very good. He just needed to stay down a little bit lower. As he went in for that takedown, he would have launched him up. Beautiful head control here into that step-up roundhouse kick.
And those are the things you get with experience. More time in the cage, more time in training, being able to pull them off. It's very different doing it in training versus doing it in the cage when the person's also trying to punch your head in. I'm liking the variances of striking. What are yourself, Tim? What are you pulling from this one?
Yeah, for both boys being on debut, I'm loving the pace of it. I'm loving the way that they're checking each shot. They're really not just letting anything come in too easily.
Oh, I love that little switch up. So while he is on a single leg, he's also thrown in a left knee from Harrison there just for good measure. A nice little movement.
Yeah, those knees from Harrison do not look like a good time. Really nice hip thrust there. The way that he follows through, he's going to be feeling that one.
I'm really impressed with his striking style. It's a combination of karate with Muay Thai. Like, he's got the Muay Thai knees happening with karate striking. I'm really enjoying that part.
I really like the defensive part of Harrison. His movement and his blocking defensibility is something that is very, very advanced for someone at such a young age of 17, especially a boy who hasn't had any MMA fights at all. So I do think he has done another type of martial arts before this, and
has forgotten to write his commentary notes in.
Yes.
What I'm liking from Sam here as well is he's basically walking through the punches as much as possible. His coach is in the corner telling him how to defend those knees at this stage. It sounds like they have a plan for it. He just hasn't been executing at this stage. So I'm expecting a much better showing in the round two. But he certainly doesn't have a lot of respect for Harrison's striking. I wonder if that's going to come at a detriment to him later on.
Very nice leg kick there again. Gone for it again straight away.
I do like that as being told to walk through the punches.
And he is starting to land here more now as he's doing that.
Yeah. He has a very square-on stance, which is one of the reasons why Harrison's getting those front kicks.
Very nice entry take and a very nice finish on the takedown as well.
And from those looking at the camera, the fact that we can see Harrison's neck means he's not in trouble for any type of guillotine issues. It requires the neck to be completely swallowed. At this stage, Sam's doing a really good job trying to push him off. And what he's trying to do is create that space to be able to step up again.
Very good job there. It's dragging out his lead leg there so he can't build up a base to stand up. He's doing a very good job in keeping Sam on the ground by taking away the bases of Sam so that he has no way to get up.
Yeah, Harrison wants none of that standing up again. He took all the work to pull him down. He doesn't want it down. Sam is very coachable too. He is listening to everything his coach is saying. Harrison's just making it really, really hard.
Yes.
Says here Harrison is an Americana enthusiast. It'll be interesting to see if he takes that opportunity.
And you see that work there by Sam. So Harrison had a body lock on him, and Sam was basically pushing the whole way down.
Very good work on keeping Sam down just there by Harrison, keeping his posture and his back flat on the ground there to make sure he's now in a half guard situation, trying to build up over into mount. And then we might be able to see that Americana you were talking about.
A lot of strength on display from both boys here. You saw there as he tried to push him up.
Just threw him off. And then we have here Sam
Beautiful
coming up to attack again,
back
straight
to those
back in the knees.
brutal knees. Up to 6 now.
Oh, just straight in there. Such a useful and such a powerful attack to use against somebody. Now we have here Sam attacking on the attack here. We have a great sprawl attempt there from Harrison, who's now going to attack this guillotine that he feels is on. No longer on. Straight to the groin. Something very, very painful.
That knee went to the toolbox.
And he immediately went down to the ground. That was something that was extremely low there.
And it basically came down due to the separation of the hips and pushing the neck down a little bit. So obviously not intentional, but never something you want to take on.
No. Yeah, one of those knees to the abdomen, a very unpleasant time. When it becomes a groin shot, it's not what you want to see, and you certainly don't want to be the guy behind it.
Yeah, and this is one of the things you can hear Stuart Ashby telling his charge, just to breathe and relax. It's a smart coaching piece here, due to the fact that sometimes you want to be the bigger man and prove how tough you are. But in this kind of situation, you don't have that cardio or clear thinking behind you after a strike like that.
However, technically, it is not allowed for coaches to coach in the foul phase of the fight.
Some people have voices that travel.
And we have here a very good finish to this fight by
beautiful outside trip there.
To really push forward to try and dictate where this fight was going. And we saw in the last few seconds there, Harrison was attacking that arm for an Americana setup. So we do know that that is in his arsenal, as he said, and it is something that he was actively looking for as soon as he went to the ground.
So, Timmy, what do you think they're saying in the Aries corner?
Well, I'm not a professional scientist, but I imagine that they're just letting him know that it's going to be pretty important with this last round. I think it's been pretty close as well, so if he's going to want to capitalise, he's got to put everything that's happened in the last 2 rounds behind him and really put everything he's been training towards on show now.
Yeah. And same with Stuart Ashby as well. I don't expect him to, he's going to be telling his charge to make sure he owns this round and takes away from the judges' decisions.
Now's the time.
They're certainly throwing the strikes out. And you can see Sam circling towards the left leg of Harrison. It's to try and take away his power as much as possible. And you see when he does that, Harrison's not able to throw those front kicks when he's standing center on.
Yep. Looks like Sammy got the memo to throw it all out, and he's definitely having a crack at that right now.
Very good job there by Sam, lifting Harrison up from his hips so he couldn't finish that takedown. Good defense there. Sam here is really, really pushing here He's really pushing to make sure that he wants this, and he's really trying to prove that.
That was a really, really good job there. Hey, he just muscled that in place. You really see that Sam is listening to his corner and taking everything on board.
Got his hands locked here, going straight down. Has to watch out for that guillotine. Doesn't seem like it's in too deep though, so I do think he's going to get past very easily here.
Yeah, no, we can see the back of the neck, so that was always going to fail.
Oh, and he's setting up a head arm choke here.
There we go. He's got that head and arm triangle almost set up there. The cage would have been a bit of an opponent there for him in that sense. So he's putting a lot of pressure on Harrison right now. Sam's relishing being on top at this stage.
Very good work there of Harrison to fight back to get to
he's throwing that triangle up, but he just kind of...
Oh, he's pulling on this triangle very deep now. This could be locked in.
Yeah, Sam has his elbow on the...
Oh, he's looking to tap.
He's looking to fight. He's tapping
out. No. Unfortunate there for Sam. Really made a strong comeback in that round.
He still had one line of defense in place of having his elbow on the hip, but the issue was just the fatigue component of the third round.
That is very true. Very great work there of Harrison to get back to guard and to throw up that triangle and to finish that triangle. Something that is very, very difficult to do in any round fight, but especially in the last round when both men are extremely tired and sweaty.
I'm assuming it's very difficult to actually lock that triangle in place with those shin guards on as well. So while it gives you a little bit of grip, you still actually have to get your knee past the extra padding. But both these gentlemen showed a lot of different skill sets in that fight. And there's certainly a lot of stuff they can take away and analyze and get better from and come back next time.
It's very, very good to see as well a young fighter in this sport at the age of 17 to win in the way that Harrison just won.
And here we are waiting for the judges' scorecards to be flicked through. Although we have the submission win, we'll just make it official with our MC, Tim.
Let's give it up for the lads. Roller coaster of a ride there for fight number 5. And we have our winner in the blue corner, fighting out of Aries MMA, Harrison Chu, with 2 minutes and 20 seconds into round 3. Submission, a triangle choke. Team Harrison, let him know how you feel about that. Congratulations, my friend. You got the win, you got the belt. Some ups and downs in that fight. Talk us through how you're feeling right now, my friend. Just talk us through the fight, talk us through your emotions. Beautiful, beautiful display.
I'm exhausted, as you can see. The lactic acid build-up, and I don't know, I just felt it in my legs. Just leg kicking him, and it was just like, fuck, I feel like that hurts me more than him. But it was good. I didn't expect the triangle. I expected him to dominate the last round, and I might have just snatched a decision, but triangle was there.
You took the opportunity. That's what fighters do. What's going to be next for you, my friend? What's your future in MMA looking like?
Better cardio.
And anyone you want to thank your team, thank your family. Who's important, my friend?
Thanks to my cornermen, Jamie, Blair, and Gary here. I wouldn't have done it without them. And thanks to all the Aries supporters. There they are.
Beautiful. Well, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the belt. Enjoy your night, man. Round of applause for Harrison.